Hi Pono Tribe, it's Jen here, your resident naturopath again. I am really excited to talk to you guys today about bloating. It is something that is a massive issue for so many of us. It's super duper common, and the reason for that is probably because there's multiple causes that can really contribute to giving you that bloated tum. So if you struggle with the food baby, you are not alone. I'd love to talk through a couple of the reasons that you might be having that issue. First of all, a very, very common one is a food sensitivity or intolerance. So you may not necessarily be allergic to that food, but there's something that doesn't sit quite right with your bio-individuality and that food item. It can cause bloating. Maybe you're not digesting the food as well as you need to, or maybe it's causing some sort of inflammatory response in your body. So the upshot of all of those things is if you're taking that food in regularly, you might end up with a bloated tummy. So that's definitely a big cause. Another one can be hormones, and definitely the ladies struggle with this a lot more. Hormonal fluctuations can really contribute to bloating. And anyone who's worked their way through a cycle will understand that. You can get bloated at certain points in your cycle. It is really something you need to keep in check. Hormones are very easy to get out of balance, and we find that we struggle with hormones often when we're stressed or when we're not eating the right foods, maybe not exercising enough. All of those common situations that are easy to have happen in a busy lifestyle. So that's something that will show up for you. Bloating, often with hormones, is a nice little sign to say that maybe it's time to slow down a little or to relook at your lifestyle. Another reason you might get bloating is if you're actually not having a nice balance in your microbiome. And I do talk about the microbiome a little bit, but if you haven't heard what that is, it is the community of bacteria that lives in your digestive system. So it's not just bacteria, it's fungi, it's a huge variety of different little microbes living in one community, and we need to have balance there. If we don't have balance, we're going to get bloating. So bloating can also be a symptom that maybe you need to supplement with probiotics. Something broad spectrum is key, because without doing testing, you won't actually know what is out of whack. But definitely a probiotic supplement can really help with your bloating issues. And finally, probably the stress is one of the most common issues that can potentiate bloating. And that's because we live in a really fast-paced society. Stress can contribute to lots of negative health issues, but stopping you from adequately digesting your food is something that stress will do. It puts you in the fight or flight zone. So I'm worried, I need to run away from the bear, rather than the rest and digest zone, which is where we break our food down. So if you spend all your time stressed and in the fight or flight zone, you're just not going to be able to break down your food properly. And that's when we get bloating. So as you can see, multiple reasons that you can have bloating as an issue, and that's probably why it's so common. So while you do address your lifestyle aspects, it's also really important to make sure that you're getting enough probiotic balance into your body. And that's where a really nice broad spectrum, easy to supplement probiotic like Pono is really good. Other things like making sure you're hydrated, getting enough fruit and veggies, and making sure you get adequate rest will all really help with your bloating too. If you want to have some more information, you can jump onto our health hub. There's heaps there about bloating and all sorts of other areas of health that you can really benefit from. It's going to guide you through how to use your probiotics as well. So that's very beneficial when we're talking about bloating. Take a look, guys.